Hola chicos, I'm here at Horizon. Hola Mill Creek guys, hola Rainbow guys, ¿cómo están? How are you? This is Señora Baez back with your Spanish lesson. Okay, so today's focus, el enfoque central is going to be learning and reviewing new words and greetings. We're going to have an introduction to those words in sentences. Señora Baez is going to read them, and I want to see if you guys pueden escuchar, if you guys can listen and try to figure out what it means. Use your decoding skills. We are going to go over the alphabet and decoding new words, like I said earlier. We're going to practice how to say me llamo, and we're using superheroes for that part. And then we are going to learn fun facts about your country study, and I will give you instructions for the weekly challenge. We have a lot to get through, but I promise it will be super divertido, super fun. So here are words. I'm going to read them once. I want you to repeat them after Señora Baez. Hola. Adiós. Bye. Amigos, friends, as you can see, Señora Baez está solita, alone, no amigos. Buenas tardes, good afternoon. Buenas noches, mariposa, butterfly. Yo, me. Y buenos días, good morning. Mira, to look. Escucha, to listen. Levanta la mano, raise your hand. No hablen. Say them with me. No hablen. Piensa, piensa. Camina, to walk. Corre, to run. Baila. Baila is to dance. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Muy bien, very good. Muy mal, very bad. Más o menos, sort of okay. Para, stop. And alto also means stop. Tiene is to have. Tiene, like if I take this off, well, I have it on, but I'm going to take it off, and I'm going to say I have it. Tengo una pulsera. I have a bracelet. Él, he, tiene, has. Un pinche? I forgot the name of this in Spanish. I'm sorry. I have to look that up. I was thinking. Okay, levántate is standing up. Siéntate is sitting down. Tener puesto is to have on. Yo tengo puesto un chaleco. Hola. Do the hand motions. Hola. Amigo. Friend. Right now, el café es mi amigo. Because I don't have any amigos in here. Amiga is a friend who's a girl. Amigos are both together. Okay, so for buenos dias, remember we did this? That might help you guys remember, especially if you're new. So I'll do it with you. Buenos dias. The sun is rising. One more time. Buenos dias. Buenas tardes. The sun is setting. Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. Buenas noches. Good night. Buenas noches. I wanted to make a point to tell you, if we go out to eat and we are being greeted by the host at a restaurant, they're going to say buenas noches, which means good evening, but it also means good night. So the two meanings of buenas noches are good evening and good night. Mira, mira, to look. Escucha, to listen or hear. Levanta la mano. If I want to say hands up, I will say levanta las manos. Muy bien. No hablen. Be quiet. Piensa. Think. Camina. Let's walk in place. Camina. Corre. A mí me gusta correr. I like to go running. Canta. Sing. A mí me gusta cantar. I like to sing, but I'm not very good at it. Y baila. Baila, baila, baila. Dance, dance, dance. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Muy bien. Very good. Muy mal. Very bad. Más o menos. Levántate. Siéntate. One more time. Levántate. Siéntate. Get those wiggles, that energy you have, get it out. Okay. Señora Baez tiene un café. Tiene is to have. Tiene puesto is to have on. I don't have my glasses on today. No tengo mis gafas hoy. Pero tengo aretes. Señora Baez tiene puesto aretes. Señora Baez has earrings on. Alto, para. So when you are in a Spanish-speaking country and you can drive, or if someone's driving you, you'll notice that the stop signs say pare, which means stop, just like para. Mascarilla, face mask. Mi mascarilla, me la pongo, me cubre la nariz y la boca. Y se guinda, it hangs de las orejas, from my ears. So now that we've reviewed the words, the intro words, we're using them in a sentence, and I want to see if you guys can use context clues to decode the meaning. Ready? Vamos a la fiesta a bailar. Vamos a la fiesta a bailar. So we know bailar means to dance. Probably we know that fiesta means party. So vamos uses a plural verb to say let's go. So what does the sentence mean? It means let's go to where? La fiesta, the party, to dance. Very simple. Let's go to the party to dance. Bear with me here while I'm erasing this. Okay, next. Me duele la nariz. Me siento mal. So, me siento mal is I'm not feeling good. What's nariz? Nose. So, basically, you're saying my nose duele, hurts. I don't feel well. Cuando camino me siento muy bien. Cuando means when. And I'm going to read the rest. Camino me siento muy bien. What is caminar? It's to walk. And muy bien is very good. So what happens when I walk? I feel very good. All right. Buenas noches, amigos. This one's super easy. Good night, friends. Okay, so that is all for the sentences in context. Okay, so now that we have done a lot of new word learning, we're going to take a quick little brain break and watch a funny video about greetings in español, in Spanish. Okay? I am playing it now.
1, 2, 3. Hello, I am Professor Marshmallow. And today, we are going to learn the greetings in Spanish. Woo! Saludos! Saludos! I'm lacking a little bit of energy. Today am a little bit tired. So, I think I'll have a cup of coffee just to wake me up a little bit. Hey, today we're going to learn greetings in Spanish. Saludos, saludos. 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 Did you know that saludos, like salutations, means greetings? Saludos. Número uno. Hello in Spanish is hola. 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 It's repeat time, so you can pronounce properly in Spanish. Repite. Hola. Don't forget that the H is silent in Spanish, so you shouldn't say hola or hola. Correct pronunciation is hola. Hola. Número dos. ¿Cómo estás? Which means, how are you? ¿Cómo estás? Repeat. Repite. ¿Cómo estás? Número tres. Muy bien. That means very good. I'm a cow. Muy bien. Muy bien. Repite. Muy bien. Número cuatro. ¿Y tú?
That means and you.
Notice that the Y in Spanish sounds like an E. ¿Y tú? Repite. ¿Y tú? Hola. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú? Muy bien. You can also say very good, thank you. Muy bien, gracias. Gracias means thank you. Repite. Gracias. In Latin America, they say gracias, whereas in Spain, they say gracias. Uno, dos, give me a like, like. It is time to revise what we've learned. Saludos in Spanish means greetings. Saludos. Saludos. Repeat after me. Saludos. Muy bien. Very good. One more time. Saludos. Repite. Hola. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. Muy bien. Gracias. Gracias. ¿Y tú? ¿Y tú? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. Very good. Make sure you replay this video every day. In that way you reinforce what you've learned. Well done. Make sure you subscribe.
So let's review. This is from last week, but I want to make sure you guys understand. When we're describing ourselves, we start with the pronoun I, with it, which is yo. Can you say yo? Muy bien. So we're practicing how to say my name is. Yo me llamo Señora Baez. My name is Señora Baez. Or yo me llamo Claudia. My name is Claudia because that's my first name. Hola. So now that we know how to say yo me llamo with our name, we're going to practice saying it with these characters that I found. There's pictures here. So who's this guy? Okay, let's say if we were him, how would we say my name is? We would say yo me llamo Hulk. If we were him, how would we say it? Yo me llamo Iron Man. If we were this guy, how would we say it? Yo me llamo Yoda. What about this one? Yo me llamo Spider-Man. And the last one. Yo me llamo Batman. Very good. Name. So let's start with the sentences. Yo soy una niña. I'm a girl. Is that a niña? Yep. So she's going to tell us, describe herself. Yo soy una niña. And then this guy is going to say, yo soy un niño. So the vowel at the end changes based on gender. If it's a girl, it ends with A. If it's a boy, it ends with O. So let's do a little practice. What would she say if she was describing herself with the adjective girl or boy? Or the noun, sorry, girl or boy. So let's think. She's a girl. So we know it starts with an N and ends with an A. So let's read it together. Yo soy a niña, girl. What about this one? He's a boy, so we just change it to end with an O. Let's read it together. Yo soy un niño. I'm a boy. What about these? So they're both boys, but there's more than one. So we're going to add an S to the word. So for them, they would be niños. Repeat after me. Niños. Niños. What about this little guy? He would say, yo soy un niño. What about her? Yo soy una niña. And now we are going to listen to someone talk to us about themselves. His name is Andy, and I'm stopping it. We'll discuss what do we understand, what do we not understand. I know because you haven't been practicing, you might have forgot some of this stuff. That's why we're going over it, reviewing. If you're new, do not get overwhelmed. Spanish is not for a letter grade, but it is important to review and go over it. So feel free when we're done to go back to this part of the video and rewatch it. Here we go.
Hola. Me llamo Andy. Vivo en Brampton. Yo soy un estudiante de español. Mi cumpleaños es el 10 de abril. Yo tengo 19.
Okay, so we already know several things about him. His name is Andy. He lives in Brampton. I don't know where that is, but he said yo vivo. So for you guys, you live in Madison. So you would say yo, repeat after me, vivo in Madison. He lives in Brampton. He also said something about estudiante. What does that word mean? Estudiante. He said he's a student of what? He said español. So he's also learning Spanish. Let's keep listening. Oh, this one says, yo tengo 19 años. You guys know cumpleaños is birthday, right? So años means years. So he's telling us how old he is. So he's 19 years old. So most of you are 10 or 11. Some of you are 9. So we would say yo tengo 9 años. Or yo tengo, I am 10 años, 10 years old. Or yo tengo 11 años. Yo tengo 11 años. I am 11 years old. Let's keep listening.
9 años. En mi familia hay 3 personas. Mi padre, mi madre y yo.
So let's look at this picture. He told us it's su familia. A lot of you have sent me pictures of your familia, so you know what this word means. If you don't, it's a cognate. It sounds similar and it's spelled similar and it's pronounced similarly. So familia, what does that sound like? Family. And he said in his family, how many? He said personas, which means person or people. There's 3, right? Here's a number. His padre, his dad, his madre, his mom, and yo. Who's yo? Me and I.
Me gusta tocar la batería.
What instrument does he like to play? The drums.
Mi estación favorita es el verano.
So I don't know if you guys remember this. People forget this often, but estación, it translates to station, but it also translates to season. There's 4 seasons in the year. And he said his favorite is verano. Looking at the picture, there's no snow, there's no leaves, so it's not winter, it's not fall, and there's not a lot of flowers. So by using context clues, we can figure out verano means what? Summer. Very good.
¿Cómo te llamas?
What did he ask? We've been practicing this. What is your name? So you would say me llamo Andy. Me llamo Anna. Vivo en Madison. I live in Madison. Vivo en Madison. Here's another one.
¿Cuál es tu profesión?
So this one doesn't apply to us because we're not in a career. They're asking you, ¿cuál es tu profesión? What is your career, your profession, or your job? But you guys are students, so you would say yo, repeat after me, yo soy estudiante. I'm a student.
¿Qué edad tienes?
¿Qué edad tienes? Or ¿cuántos años tienes? Both ask how old are you? And we practiced saying that already.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Okay, so I remember I said cumpleaños means birthday, right? So he's saying when is your birthday? ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? Mi cumpleaños es en agosto. My birthday is in August. Soon we'll go over months and we can practice saying mi cumpleaños es en, give me the month, okay? My birthday is in. We'll practice that more.
¿Cuántas personas hay en tu familia?
So this one's easy. He's saying how many people are there en tu familia, in your family. So mi familia hay 3 personas y 2 perros, 3 people and 2 dogs. Just give me the number. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or more than 5? How big is your familia? We're going to stop there because that's a lot of content, and I just want you guys to try to remember what I've already gone over. So we're going to move on to where in the world is Señora Baez going? What do you think? Where am I going? Bolivia. Okay, so this is the country we're studying for 5th grade. Bolivia is a lot more interesting than I originally thought. It's not one of the countries that I knew a lot about, but I've done some research, and the capital is La Paz. It's right here with that red square. It is a landlocked country, which means Bolivia is only surrounded by other countries. Originally, this coast of the Pacific Ocean used to belong to Bolivia, but Chile had a war with them. Oh, I'm sorry. So as I was saying, they had a war, and Bolivia lost the coast. So they have no coast, but they do have a lot of lakes and rivers. And so they keep their naval ships. I'll see if I can find pictures of them, but they keep them in Lake Titicaca. And we're going to go into Lake Titicaca in just a second. It has a very funny name because it's an indigenous name, but it's a really cool place. So these are some hechos. Hechos are facts. Hechos del lago Titicaca. The first one es antiguo y misterioso. It's antique or old and mysterious. Parte es en Peru y parte es en Bolivia. So going back here, I have another picture, but this is Lake Titicaca right here. I'm going to draw. This is really annoying. annoying. Okay, I'm going to try to draw a circle around it. Here we go. And Lake Titicaca is half the east coast or the east side. The east side is in Bolivia and the west side is in Peru. So half of it is in Peru and half of it is in Bolivia, and that is where Bolivia keeps its naval ships. The third bullet point. De azul intenso y brillante, el Titicaca es el lago navegable más alto del mundo. So it's an intense blue, bright blue color, and it is the tallest lake in the world. And you can sail through the Lake Titicaca. Y un lugar sagrado para la extinta civilización inca. And it was a sacred place for the civilization of the Incas, the original indigenous people of Peru, Bolivia, and Chile. Según cuenta la leyenda, according to legend, fue en este lugar donde se creó el mundo, cuando el dios Viracocha salió del lago y creó el sol, las estrellas y las primeras personas. So according to their religious beliefs, they thought that Lake Titicaca is where the world was created because it is found at such a high altitude and so deep. And they thought out of this water, their god, Viracocha, came out and he created the sun, the stars, and the first people. Hoy en día, nowadays, el lago Titicaca sigue siendo un epicentro de tradiciones. Lake Titicaca remains to be an epicenter of traditions y costumbres andinas que puedes descubrir en un par de días, and Andean customs that you can learn in a few days. So the Andes Mountains is where Bolivia is, especially the west part of Bolivia is in the Andes Mountains. So a lot of Bolivia is mountainous and jungly looking. A lot of nature is found there. And in Lake Titicaca, there's several indigenous people and groups. And if you ever get a chance to go visit, you can learn about it. Let's go to the fourth bullet point. De día muy caluroso y de noche muy frío, se puede visitar en cualquier momento del año, aunque evita visitarlo entre junio y agosto si te complican las bajas temperaturas. So remember, because of the way that the Earth is, our summer is South America's winter, and their winter is our summer. So right now, they're in winter time. So it says here, during the day, Lake Titicaca is very hot because it's elevated, so they're really close to the sun. And during the night, it becomes really cold because it's elevated, and the higher you go, the colder the temperature. You can visit any time of the year. However, try to avoid visiting between June and August because these are the coldest times. And if you don't like the cold, they're not recommending it. Los Uros, the Uros, son uno de esos pueblos que basan su existencia en el desarrollo y explotación de un solo producto. So this is a group of people, and I'll show you pictures of the Uros, that's what they're called, and they live in Lake Titicaca. And they use la totora, this word right here. It is like an algae, like the stem of a plant. And they use it, it's a stem of an aquatic plant. And they use it for basically everything in their existence. They build their house off of it, their boats, even the things that they sell to tourists. Some other hechos, facts about Lake Titicaca. Situado en el altiplano andino de los Andes centrales, el Titicaca es el lago navegable más alto del mundo. So, like I was explaining earlier, it's in the Andes Mountains, and it is the highest found sailable lake in the world, and it measures 3.812 meters above sea level. So sea level is right here, and they're 3,812 meters. So 3,812 meters above sea level. It also is the lake with fresh water that is the biggest in South America. Bolivia tiene naves de su navy en el lago Titicaca, and that's what I told you earlier, that Bolivia keeps their navy ships in the lake. So here is an aerial photo of it. This yellow line shows where it divides Bolivia and Peru. So depending on what side you go in, you see different things of Lake Titicaca, different islands and different attractions. It is pretty prepared for tourists, so they already have tours set up. They have sailboats you can go on. They have a lot of fun things to do. And I had the opportunity to go to the Peru side of Lake Titicaca in 2013, and I have some pictures to share with you guys. But first I'm going to show you some pictures of Lake Titicaca. This is the lake up here in the horizon, and these are some little houses. Depending on what part of the coast you're in, the towns have different names and different looks, and the people are different. So not all of the area of Lake Titicaca is the same. These are some other photos. It looks like the ocean because it's so big. So this is a picture that a travel friend of mine took when I visited. And when we arrived, this is the Taquile Island. It's in the Peru side, but it shows some of the indigenous people that live in Lake Titicaca. These people in the Taquile Island, they wear these traditional clothes and cover their hair. The women do. And the women wear skirts. And this is literally what they wear every day. And this is one of the few islands in Lake Titicaca that is actually a real island and is not man-made. And I'll show you what I mean about man-made in a second. This is another picture I took that shows the deep blue. It was the beginning of winter, so it was pretty cold and the sky looked a little gray. This is a picture from the house that I stayed, and it shows the lake in the background. A lot of the houses in Taquile, this island, are built along the coast, so they all have a view of the lake. So this is Los Uros. This is what I was talking about earlier. The totora is this plant that grows on the water, and it's a spongy plant, and it's strong, and it floats. So these people have actually been making their islands. They make their islands off of this, and they anchor them, and they can float around in their island, and they can move it, but they don't keep it floating. They anchor it in place unless they have to move for a reason, and then they can move their entire island. And in their island, they have their houses, and they're made of totora as well, and so are their boats. This is a picture of when I visited Los Uros, and these are the kids from Los Uros and their house in the back. And this is one of the boats built by him, and they take tours on these. Okay, that is all. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask me in the discussion questions. So the last thing that I wanted to tell you is that I would like for you guys to, for the challenge, tell me what was your favorite part of today's lesson, or what was the most interesting, and what did you learn from that? Just that. What was your favorite part, and what did you learn from it? Remember, wear a mascarilla. I hope to see you guys at school soon in a few weeks, hopefully. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Adios, amigos. Have a great week.